Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, this video is going to be about knives that are, promotional knives for different companies and stuff. And I kind of wanted to go over some of them. Some of them I received through either joining an organization or for, uh, working someplace, or, some of these have been given as friends of mine have had knives like this. And so each of these has like a little story that goes with them. So it's kind of cool to go over these things. And I always like tools and knives with history, anything with any kind of provenance, because that's, what really makes something interesting is that it's not just getting a new knife, but it's getting a knife that has something that, new knives are fun because, yeah, we're going to make stories with it. But some of these have history, and some of them have, they've been through different adventures, or they've been through, different things that it makes it kind of fun to, have these knives. So first off, I think what I'm going to do is go through these little Swiss Army knives. This will be like a compare and contrast, because this one is a knockoff. But anyways, this one here, it was a thank you for a company I worked for. I used to work for NCR, and they gave these, I think, to just about everybody. And this is a really good, just your classic SD. And I had, this is a very used knife. I used to carry this one around a lot. But maybe you can tell from the Tang stamp about when these were made or whatever, because I don't know when they had this Tang stamp. But I actually have two of these, and this was the one that I carried every day for a long time. And this scale's totally loose, and so it ended up losing the toothpick out of here. And I don't know if I could ever get a replacement cover for it. So I was, I know you can put new ones on there, but I don't know if Victorinox has a stash of these that say thank you on the side that you can put on there. But one of the things about this one, I got this from a friend of mine, and he said he had this one from this XL Telecommunications Inc. And so it's pretty plain. But one thing you'll notice is that although it has a plastic toothpick like you normally have, the tweezers that are on it have kind of a, they're really not very springy at all. And this tab is metal and not plastic. And usually on your Victorinox, like we'll look at this one here, it has the gray plastic that everybody's used to, and has the little spring tweezers. But yeah, kind of different. And then when you look at the tools that are on this one, first off, you'll notice like the key ring is on this side, and on the SDs, that's always your scissor is on the key ring side. So this side has the blade, and it's just got this made in China Tang stamp. But what I thought was really interesting was the file, because you have a little crosshatch file here that's a point, but it's not a screwdriver. But then on this side, it just has two little lines of file, I guess to file your fingernail or whatever. And I'm thinking that this particular, let me get it to focus. I'm thinking that this particular blade is something that they made to try to, not to get around the patent that Victorinox has. So they didn't have any kind of a patent violation. And then it has scissors. That these ones are really tough to open, and that's about as far as I can get it. But yeah, this one, it's probably kind of broken down in there or something, because the spring won't release the scissors at all. But just kind of interesting, kind of a knockoff type blade which is very different. This one up here is a Barlow shape, but it's all plastic, and this is from Imperial Schrade. And this knife here was made in Ireland. You have your pen blade, which is very useful, and I got this when I joined the NRA. And you can see there it's Imperial, Ireland, and stainless, and I used this knife quite a bit as well. When I worked in a warehouse, I used to carry this guy in my pocket every day. Like I said, not really a traditional Barlow, which would have a cap and then maybe a nice cover, but kind of a Barlow shape to the handle. But yeah, a very handy, useful, and good knife. And then this one here is a little Gerber. This is the Magnum Junior, the Model 400. I don't even know if they make this particular knife anymore, but I got this one because I had joined Buckmasters at one time, and so it's a very good knife. And there's their logo on that, and it's got the Gerber. It says 500 on there, but this was Portland, Oregon, USA. Nice little place to set your fingers. Kind of a smaller knife, not really super comfortable. I have never really used this one, and I think that's why, is because it just doesn't fit my hand right with these particular finger grooves. I would prefer if it didn't have that. It'd be a lot easier. But a nice little lockback, and just kind of a fun, souvenir, I guess, more than anything else on that. So let's go here to the Barlow, because speaking of a Barlow, when is a Barlow not a Barlow? It's when your Barlow happens to be a lockback. And this was when I worked at Brinks. They gave these out to everybody. Masters of the Iron Box. And that's that little logo on there. And it says it's Barlow. Nice little knife. These were very handy. And one of the things that I noticed on this when I took it out in a nice little piece of history is right here on the tank stamp. And it tells you that it's stainless in British Hong Kong. And what a cool piece of history that is. I had no idea when I got this knife that, British Hong Kong, what a different kind of a piece of history that is. Because as everybody knows, in I think it was 97 was when Hong Kong reverted back to China. But this knife here is one I got from a friend of mine, and he says it's mixed up because it doesn't know where it is. I kind of think it's kind of like The French Connection, and it's an excellent movie, The French Connection. If you kids haven't seen it, please Google it. Ask your parents; they'll tell you all about it. But this one is from a cologne or an aftershave that his uncle had given him, and he said, I didn't care about the cologne or whatever. All I knew was that there was a knife in there, and and of course, But this was from pardon my French, as they say, Léon, Paris. And if you open it up, you can see here it was made by G96 and made in Japan. Their number 6001. And G96 was a Japanese company that they kind of made copies of buck knives back in the day. But they, were good knives. They were not, they weren't like a knockoff that was no good. G96 knives were good, and I think they have some collector value today. But then on this side, it has the Jet Air Corporation, Paterson, New Jersey. So there's your French connection. You got New Jersey, Japan, and France, which Japan had nothing to do with the French connection. I just thought it was a fun way to explain this knife, and I hope you get a kick out of it, Ken. But it's a good knife. It's been used. It has a really nice sharpener's choil. on this one. So I mean, it is a very good handy knife, and one that that definitely is good. He said he's carried it for a long time. Look how thin that is. What a wonderful knife to put into your pocket, you know, with the stainless steel covers and a stainless knife. You can't go wrong with that. But anyways, that's kind of all I have as far as knives that were promotional in nature, or that they had a little, you know, billboarding or whatever that was from a company or something. And I just thought that would be a fun little video to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm getting close to 100, guys. So this is pretty exciting for me. I hope it's exciting for you. I'm glad you like my content, and please, you know, like and share this if you have any friends that would be interested in this. That'd be great. And I hope you guys have a good evening or good day whenever you watch this video. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.